What is the default installation directory for 90s CD-ROM games? Imagine sitting in front of your old computer, eager to play a new game from a CD-ROM, but wondering where it actually installed on your hard drive. Back in the 1990s, when CD-ROM games burst onto the scene, the way they installed was pretty straightforward. Most of these games defaulted to a folder on the main hard drive, which was usually the C drive. The typical path was something like C plus program files plus game name, or sometimes just C plus game name if the installer was simple. During the early to mid-1990s, many PC games didn't have fancy installers. Instead, they copied just the essential files onto your hard drive, often only a few megabytes to maybe 50 megabytes. The rest of the game data streamed directly from the CD-ROM during gameplay. This was mainly because hard drives at the time were small, often only a few hundred megabytes or a couple of gigabytes, and games could be quite large, sometimes spanning multiple CDs. For example, a typical game might install a small core set of files, like 10 to 40 megabytes, and then load the rest of the game from the CD. As the late 1990s rolled in, hard drives grew larger and installation programs became more sophisticated. Games started copying more data onto the hard drive, sometimes even copying entire CDs or multiple disks worth of data. Still, the default location for most installations remained on the C drive, usually under Program Files. Some installers allowed users to choose a different folder or drive, but most kept it simple and defaulted to the system drive. From a nostalgia perspective, this setup shows how limited storage and reliance on CD-ROM streaming shaped the gaming experience. Players had to manage their hard drive space carefully, choosing which games to install fully and which to run directly from the CD. Installing was usually quick and easy, often just running an install.exe file from the CD, with some needing manual setup or configuration for Windows 95 or Windows 90. So, in the end, the typical default installation directory for 1990s CD-ROM games was a dedicated folder on the C drive, often under Program Files or directly in the root directory, with most of the game data streamed from the CD during play.